Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are playing a newer Sierra game. I like their new logo for this, that's actually pretty sick. They really needed to get back to doing their stuff again, I tell ya. I miss Sierra. But this here is a collaboration with The Odd Gentleman and an Unreal Technology usage for the last in the series of King's Quest 9. So, this will just refer to it as straight King's Quest. I'm going to be calling it King's Quest 9 for those out there. Or King's Quest 2016, I don't know. I'm going to be playing it with a controller because it actually has a usage for that, because it's the way I like to do it. And if you're wondering why we skipped number 8, well, that ended up being because I've just had too many issues trying to run it. On a Windows 10 system, even from GOG, I cannot get it to run. So in a future date, much like the Leisure Suit Larry ones that I had to skip over, mainly because of nudity issues and more so because they're just not part of the actual Sierra series. This is the same type of thing. King's Quest 8 was when their time frame when they were looking to get into the 3D realm that everybody else was doing in 1998, which was the height of gaming, honestly. I consider it one of the best years in games for all of my favorite stuff that pretty much ever came out was then. But either way, if you're interested in seeing a good review, though, that goes over it that I've recently seen, I recommend Scarfulu. Scarfulu's review for King's Quest Mask of Eternity, or King's Quest 8, whatever you'd like to prefer to call it as, is found in a link that I have in the description below. So if you're interested, take a look at that one. If you'd like to know what happened in between these two, but I don't think they correlate. This was kind of a reboot of the series, and something Sierra was trying to do something along the Tales, the Telltale Games series. So, similarly, as you can see already in 3D, I will have to go in and reset my file. I'm going to have to delete these. And one I'd done before. Let's see. Delete. Yes. Delete. Yes. I started this a moment ago, and I accidentally forgot to turn my microphone back on because I was going to film a little video to talk about the fact that I couldn't do King's Quest 8, and I was like, meh. Decided against it, and I forgot to turn my microphone back on, so that kind of defeated the purpose of all of that. So either way, we'll go ahead and get started into this one. This is all of the chapters, 6 parts to it, spanning over his life. And yeah, we'll begin with chapter 1, A Night to Remember. So as you can see, it's a more beautiful look to it, a more 3D style to it, much better than what they would have ever done in Mask of Eternity. Like I said, this is not the first time a King's Quest game has been done that way, but The Odd Gentleman is known for being pretty good at this stuff. So we got our inventory, typical like point direction movements, not tank controls, which is nice. Sometimes you get camera controls and stuff like that. So this place, though, looks real familiar from King's Quest 1, I believe. This is where we originally had to get a hold of the mirror, I believe, from the dragon in King's Quest 1 is one of the items we needed to retrieve to become king, to take over as king of the land. And that's one of the beauties of this whole series, is that it's taking you back through these segments and stuff like that. Get to see them redone. There's a beautiful narration done throughout the storyline because this is being told in the past.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
As you can see or hear from Christopher Lloyd, which is freaking awesome. Christopher Lloyd of Back to the Future fame and many other things, is the voice of King Graham in his older age.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
But we could still have some free money, jeez. I always wonder if there's alternate ways to do stuff in these. Like, you can see this thing here is a bell. And as soon as I open this, it triggers an event. I always wonder if that was changeable, but I don't think it is, because I'm pretty sure this is a tutorial. So, but he's telling his story to another person you'll hear
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
And they note them in the right trigger points too, so that way it actually plays through. Most of the stuff is automatic. Automatic jump there. Automatic climb ups and as necessary. So it's nice, simple. Move around and enjoy your gameplay. Enjoy the beauty of the environment, man. I tell you, if this is the cave we were in the first game, sweet lord, it's beautiful.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
I love the cartoony painting look to it all. Let's try the one to the left. And I'm dead already.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
And that's the coolest part of this whole entire thing. He's definitely telling this story to it like a child or something. But you get the opportunity to see if you die, it's not a big deal because it'll load you right back to what you were doing before. And you get to take an alternative option. The game continuously saves, so you get chances to do that. If you make a mistake, try again. It's not the end of the world. He'll even tell you. Because how could he die? How could he tell this story to his child if he died, right? There are going to be decisions, though, to be made. And that's where you have to be careful. Oh, wrong way.
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave.
Why is everything...
All seems so familiar.
Why is it all bees, too? That is a huge breath in. Let's take a nap right here.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
It will be enough soon enough, man.
Wait. Hold on.
There she is.
I don't remember this part of the story.
Granddaughter.
Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
I always wonder... I wonder if this is the daughter of Prince Alexander or Princess Rosella. Like they're his grandchildren, so they have to come from one of the two. That giant dragon down there.
Beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that too.
you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror.
I love it.
A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
Yeah, there you go. And he means to become a king.
I
love the simplicity of it, though. It's not too hard, not too easy.
Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Of course, because it would not be an adventure game without silly conundrum-style puzzles, would it? Another bed.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with.
Huh.
No books about recovering missing handles, though.
But whoever was here is obviously doing what they can to take control of this dragon.
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap.
There you go.
Then I used my cleverness to hide.
He'll never notice my feet sticking out or nothing. That's one awesome dragon, though.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
A wooden handle. And ba-boom. Fixed and ready to go. And open up a cave hole for some reason.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
You guys have a nice good view of everything I see on here compared to my dark screen. I'm glad that shows in a clearer light for y'all. Something doesn't want him to get out. Someone doesn't want him to get out. Kind of feel bad for the thing.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
True. And you're chained to not being able to get out. This thing deserves an opportunity to get out into the world. Oh. That is so cool. Okay. We gotta work our way up to the dragon. Is there anything in this room that I could utilize before I go running off? Oh, and move out of the way. And up to the next one. That the skeleton gets to ride the most fun ride ever, over and over again. Oh. Okay. And hide. I was gonna say, because you're not able to see with one eye, but he definitely sees with the other one. Okay, we're gonna have to be a hell of a lot quieter coming through here next time on this. Carefully and quietly. I don't know how much sensitivity my controller has, but there we go. His piles of bones. Or her pile of bone. That dang bed almost gave me away. There's no one here, dragon. Now we should just be able to sneak up and take it, right? Because I've got the balls. I'm Graham. Sir Graham. Hello. It didn't go that way. Oh boy, that thing vibrates my controllers.
Right into a ferocious dragon's mouth.
I was just making sure you were still paying attention.
How else would I have done that? Oh, they're gonna make me do this segment again. Okay. This time I'll have more sense than to go directly into his mouth. We'll go climb this ladder after all. I just wanted to see what would happen. Ah. Oh.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Well, well. I'm gonna have to find a way to hit that unreachable switch. Mad archery skills. I don't have anything in my inventory for it. Now we do. Ooh, it's fraught with story and background. What's that all about? Slapstick comedy. Comedy stylings. There you go. Archery mode brings it up. That's pretty cool. Into a first person perspective. Oh, I don't know which ones are safe. But I'm guessing that's going to be a problem on the way back.
The mirror called out to me.
Okay. This is a giant steak. This is a bell. Let's turn this lever and see what we
A
get.
ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Let's bring it further away from him. Bring him to this one. That might give us the time. Thank you, sir. To be able to go and get that bell when she's not looking. Shake it off. Oh, it's so old and feeble. Wonder how long it's been since the owner has been able to feed it. Can I go? Thank you. No. Oh, I know. Bring the bed up while he's busy eating. Then I'll climb up and get on it. Aha! Too busy eating that steak to notice me taking the mirror. You better fucking move. Is that the best route? I don't know, man. Oh yeah, nope, he's trying to climb up. Keep running, keep running. Here we go. Okay. I'm surfing? Okay. Nope, I'm just cutting off all these things to make it through. Beds with spikes everywhere. A little bit of an action-packed, go that way, okay. Duck, there we go. Quick time events. They know what they're doing. Jump. You will not keep me here, dragon. It's still such a beautiful sight. Got another one, right? Haha! Oh, this is that run. That one stretch. Nope. Bust this chain out. Woo. Yeah, should be safe now.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
And we'll continue on out. Hopefully this doesn't run full sequence here. Before I head up... Oh. Yep. That's the bell that lets him know.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Shoot him in the eye. Feed him the dinner bell. Huh? Yep. We could have also pulled this chain. Or given him more length. I don't know what would have happened on that one. Either way.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and
every
it
single
has
game.
exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. How did you know shooting the bell would distract him?
Oh, yeah,
Over
we're
the
fed.
years, I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was very hungry. I, too, would be violently angry if I could only eat when my neglectful owner rang the bell. I know it was a sneaky trick, but I certainly wasn't going to set a dragon loose on the town or
That was one
participate
choice.
in any more abuse.
You really thought that through, Grandpa. I would have tricked him, too. Back home, they call me Gwendolyn the Smarty Pants.
You come from a long line of logically minded nobles and one very clever dentist.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn,
a knocking
it's way
noise?
past your bedtime.
This is the game. Thought it was in my room.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
That would help him. King's Quest 6 and 2, I believe, or 1. Each of the different ones as we go. Oh, good, they pause. You know what? That's perfect. Because there's a lot of sequences where I want to be like, oh my goodness, I got to stop. And this one is run considerably longer than I was expecting it to. So we've escaped, we've seen that, and we're going to get into Gwendolyn in the beginning of the story in the next days and all of that kind of stuff. Weird way to stop this one, but this one will run for like a half an hour, 45 minutes at this rate. So hope you guys are enjoying these. And if you are and you're interested in seeing the continuation of all of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Hey fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.